I'll let you know when we're live.
It says we are.
Okay. So now I probably have to mute this one out. Can you hear me okay over there?
I can.
Okay. All right. Well, let's hello everybody. This is my second time going live this way via Zoom with the world famous Andrea and Mark Kershensky. And I kill their name every time, but that's okay. I did my best that time. So grateful to have them with us today. We're going to be talking some simple crypto talk on here. We're going to talk about how somebody that just has never ever came near the programming or has misnomers about cryptocurrency or anything in this space. And we're going to just start these off with a couple of just conversations. And the reason why I brought Andrea on here, and Mark's kind of in the background there because we don't let him go on film too much. But no, just kidding. But is because we have a relationship, Andrea, Mark, and I, that borderlines on partnership and employeeship, and we just help a lot of people a lot of times. Sometimes when we don't want to help them, sometimes when we do want to help them. But what we've just fallen in love with is something that can help a lot of people. And so I'm going to talk about just one of the platforms or one of the communities that we're all involved in, that we've only been involved in for a couple of weeks. And I always get some kickback because I am involved in a crowdfunding and a network marketing company and whatnot. But in the cryptocurrency space, you have to be involved in multiple communities in order for them to thrive. You have to. If you want to support a Shiba Inu, you probably better be a part of that community. If you want to be a part of the Ethereum projects coming up in the future, or the Ripple, or even be a major Bitcoiner. Heck, I remember when I got involved in this space, if you weren't into Bitcoin, you were into nothing. So it was this big controversy that there's nothing there but Bitcoin. Well, I love Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is number one and my number one, and there's no doubt about that. But this space, I remember, Andrea, drove me crazy.
Yes.
I remember being so afraid to press that button for the first time.
I remember
going, I might lose this $100. Ah! And
I remember
I'm telling you, that's a big deal. That's not that I'm not making light of $100 there. Although today, because of cryptocurrency, $100 is a fee to me. But we've learned so much. But throughout the years of helping so many people for me and with me, what do you think is what do we feel? What do you feel people's biggest fears are coming into the cryptocurrency space? Even if they have videos to help them, even if they, it's just tough. Talk about it.
Pushing the button. I think it's just pushing the button to buy. They're worried about the wallet addresses. They're worried about the small stuff that they learn as they go. But I think it's just basically pushing the button.
And isn't it funny? I've always said, if you can copy and paste, you can play with cryptocurrency.
Right.
You can play with tokens if you can copy and paste. We all know now with our banking that it's all digital anyway. Me and you send each other money weekly,
right?
Back and forth.
We
let Mark have a little bit of it. And
most of it.
Yeah, there you go.
It's kind of like when
matter of fact, yesterday with a phone call, I was able to send you guys a little bit of money within 5 minutes. And I just love that. I love that about being able to serve others or do business, lickety split. One of the things that I love about cryptocurrency, it's faster. Once you get to know it and understand it, it's safer. And you can utilize it all over the world quicker and cheaper, right?
I think you can communicate more with people that way. If
Right.
you have family across country, we're here, but somebody in Australia, you can help them faster.
Right. So through all of this time of helping people, do you remember us being up all night long helping people to get into new programs? Do you remember when there would be a glitch in a program or something that we would be over and over again walking people through those fixes?
Yes, multiple times. I remember the first time I even learned about cryptocurrency with you, not knowing anything, but how many wallets do we help people with?
Right. And now we've helped people with thousands and thousands of wallets and different transactions and different organizations to get in. Along the way, we've learned some lessons. They haven't all been fun.
Yes. Yeah.
They haven't all been good.
And I think if people look at cryptocurrency like a debit card, that's the biggest thing. You're not afraid to put the debit card in an ATM or in the little slot at the gas station to pay for your gas. Don't be afraid to put your fingers on the buy and sell and trade buttons either.
Especially when it's the biggest transfer of wealth that the world's ever seen, and we haven't seen anything yet. Now we have all these new things coming out like NFTs. Heck, in one of our programs, in one of our communities, we monetize hashtags. Matter of fact, you guys, if you will go on to Twitter and put hashtag Santa Claus and send it out to everybody, Mark and Andrea will make money off of that.
And we're number 2 right now.
See, number 2 is Santa Claus after Christmas. That's crazy. So monetizing hashtags where we make tokens off of that. If you want to know any information about anything that we're talking about on here, get with any one of us, because we're in programs now that we're just not worried about it. We're leaning away from network marketing more towards passive residuals. Matter of fact, what I wanted to mainly talk about tonight was the program that can save every single person listening or in the view of this interview. Every single person can be saved. My dogs are all gonna go run up on me here in a second and say hello. But we can save every single individual the hassle of going through it alone, the hassle of watching a ton of videos that might not pertain to exactly what you're doing, because we landed into a community that part of the leadership, it's what they call a DAO. And DAO is owned by the people that own the tokens. So nobody makes money off of each other, but the more each other there is, the more us there is, the more we all can make in the future on any project that comes into this. Well, that's called, that's a great program, and many communities being built within the cryptocurrency space. But we're really proud of the Nexus program, and the Nexus program. True Badger is the token. And let me, Carol, I'm going to let you go. We're in the middle of a YouTube, and we'll come back on in 40 minutes. Okay, let's just do that there. Okay. So,
early bird catches the worm.
Yeah, early bird. Carol's such a great person, and we're so grateful for her. But I'll just want to keep going. So True Badger has launched 3 projects. The main token is True Badger. They've launched 3 projects. But the beautiful thing about the Nexus organization, the Nexus community, is they've agreed to not allow certain things to happen amongst their community. They've agreed to some of the things that chase people off out of the cryptocurrency space, like pump and dumps, like dauntingness of getting started. And since you've helped so many people get started, why don't I let you take just a minute and just talk about what it means to a brand new person into the cryptocurrency space if they could come on and have help all the way through their first, second, third, anytime they got stuck onboarding program in the space of that community. Talk about the onboarding program that's involved with Nexus.
Oh, it's huge. I mean, it's a super simple process. You're learning while you're going. And, you know, even for the newest beginner, the first question they ask, have you ever purchased crypto? If you haven't, you click the no, I haven't. If you have, you click continue. And they have it where it bridges out to exactly what you need to get started, from downloading your very first wallet, which one that, you know, is best for you to use with this project, to how to pay for it, how to fill it with crypto, how to transfer your crypto, where to go to get the addresses you need. And at any time, the best part about it, you click I'm stuck, help, and it takes you right into a Zoom room where somebody's there willing to help you get started.
So I know this to be true. I was gonna do what I always hate when somebody says, and they ask a question of something that they already know. So let me come in agreement with you on to help people understand. Let's say you've never done cryptocurrency before, but you get involved in the Nexus community. You don't need a referral link. You don't need anything at all, because none of it matters to us, because you're just joining a community of people learning, people investing, people becoming a part of projects. And the main token and the main project comes out of True Badger. And so those are two names. So nexus.io basically will get you there. Do you have, and maybe you can look this up while I'm talking, because you know I talk too much, but do you have the onboarding link itself for if somebody wanted to onboard? And if so, we'll add it to the comments on YouTube for one. Matter of fact, I'll have Andrea go on there and add anything that we think will be good. After this, we can go in and doctor that up. And we'll add some ways for you to get involved and to get involved in that program. But so what you're saying is somebody could actually go onto the link. And do you have the link in front of you?
help.truebadger.io.
help.truebadger.io. help.truebadger.io. And just tell them that you want to onboard into True Badger for the first time. You know, mention Thomas or Andrea's name or whatever. They'll know all of us. Heck, you might even talk to the same person that onboarded me 3 weeks ago, Carolyn. You know, she was nice, marvelous. They have 15 people sitting there to help you to onboard to this community and be a part of any project that they're in. So
amazing.
So they can go on there even if they haven't seen anything on True Badger. If they don't know, you know, they can go on there and just say, I want to learn the cryptocurrency space. And I understand that your platform is a great place to start.
Super easy.
Wouldn't that be something? And anytime that you're stuck in the process, if it has to do with any of their projects, that you can just get back on the Zoom and ask a question. You can also even sit on there and watch somebody else be onboarded and learn from that. You know, there's just so much that you can do. And I love it, Andrea. Imagine all of the things that we had to learn through Hard Knocks.
Right.
And not having to do that.
And we didn't have the help. We had to learn by trial and error. And
she'd call me and go, heck, I don't know. And then I'd call her. She says, I don't know. I said, well, let's together try to figure it out. And we go look on videos, or we'd call other people. and we'd get it figured out. So there is an entrepreneurial aspect to paying attention in cryptocurrency, but there also is what we call hodling, and that's getting involved and trusting in the future of digital currency, of crypto assets, and creating a portfolio of crypto assets that we're pretty darn sure is going to pay you better than any other thing you could put any money towards. A good friend of mine, Carl, he always says it this way. He is an investment advisor. I don't know Carl for tons of years, right? I don't even know his story, but I don't think he'll mind me using his name. He's just a great guy. And he says, if it's the biggest transfer of wealth, and we know that every nation is adopting it now, every big major bank is adopting it now, every big major player is adopting it now.
Right.
I mean, the richest man in the world has more crypto than anybody. They might say something, if that be the case, would it be fair to say, and this is how Carl says it, that 5% of your assets should be in crypto?
Absolutely.
That 5% of your assets. So there's multiple, if you go to nexus.io, there's multiple ways you can check out what the community is all about. But here's some of the things that they're doing in their projects. They're having safes. They have some check balances for whales pumping and dumping. They have all of this neat stuff in there that would make it so that your money's safer as a beginner into the industry or as an old timer that wants to be a part of any project. Because when you get a part of True Badger and you're in the True Badger community, there's fun things that go on with it to help you to learn more. I mean, we watched people dance like silly nuts on the Zoom the other day.
Oh yeah, the fun. Christmas and New Year's Eve party.
Christmas and New Year's Eve party, yeah. But the biggest thing is that they got multiple projects coming up in the future. And by simply holding and having $100 plus worth of True Badger and checking out the other two projects, you have access to every project that's coming up and insider access. So like you're going to know that, hey, they're launching Martian NFTs soon, and you can own your own Martian NFT. You might be a beginner on here listening to this saying, what is that? I have no idea what that even is. Well, let me tell you, I barely do.
What's your high score there, Mr. T, for Martian?
Yeah, I'm up to like 98. 98. I haven't even broke 100 yet. So they have a video game that goes along with the NFT space. So NFT is non-fungible tokens that is in the gaming world and in the meta world. Meta, right? That's how they say it. Yeah, the meta space. We all know that all of that's starting to go on. We get to learn about here's what the owner says. He says, you don't have to know all about it because you're going to be able to learn about it because we're going to be launching these programs. So as they're launching all of these programs that are making people hundreds of thousands of dollars, we get to participate and learn, and we get to be at the front end of the launches. Now that's cool stuff right there.
Absolutely.
That's cool stuff, Andrea, tell me what's on your heart about everything I've said.
I just, I'm so glad when I started many years ago now, but so glad I just got my feet wet, because from when I started, it was simple Bitcoin, and seeing all the cryptocurrencies out there now, NFTs, who thought we would own hashtags? I didn't know I could own Santa Claus, right. So it's fun. It's, don't be afraid. Don't be scared of the button. Do research, but don't be afraid. I think sooner or later, we're all going to be using it anyway. So you might as well start your wealth now instead of waiting.
You betcha. Well, and so when you have everybody's trying to create an ecosystem out there. We believe that this ecosystem will participate in all of the ecosystems out there. It is on the smart chain, and we're excited about that. But we're going to come on here. We're going to share all sorts of different things on here. We're going to talk about wallets. We're going to talk about safety. We're going to talk about security. We're going to talk about a lot of different things on here. We're going to have guests on here. Maybe we'll have Peter who owns it on here with us, and we'll slice and dice him up a little bit. Because that's what it's all about. It's a lot of fun. Here's what I know is when I first got into this space, it was $900. I can tell you Bitcoin was. And today, I think today or yesterday was Bitcoin's birthday, by the way. Yeah, one of these days here. So don't quote me on any of it, but but what I do know is that during this time up until now, like now I'm blessed to have done very well with the space. And I just did it as a side gig, learning a little bit here and a little bit there. I still don't know all the terminologies. I definitely don't know about all the new stuff coming out that we're learning now, like Martians and NFTs and smart contract this and smart contract that. I do know that there's a fluctuation of ups and downs, and it's easy to make money in the space if you're paying attention. And it's also easy to hold and make money and know how to do that. We're going to talk about all of those things. Every single day, I'm getting on here for at least 5 minutes every single day this year. Awesome. If I can't get on here, then Andrea's jumping on. So there, see, I just did it to her, didn't I? I just did it to her. But we do appreciate her and Mark, and they will be on here many a times. They will be supporting it no matter what. So this is what we love is we have a bunch of people that are supporting each other. But I just think there's such a space to bring people in to bless, just to go, hey, Tom's talking common. He's talking common. I can learn from him maybe. Right. And maybe you can't. Maybe you can just laugh at me or laugh with me, or with me would be better.
Well, and that's the best thing about this. You don't have to worry about building a team. You don't have to worry about others. You just worry about your own investment.
Yeah, well, true.
That's the best part, because you're building your own investment for your family and your future.
Yeah, and can be as little in True Badger can be as little as starting at $20 and build up on that. Yeah. Or less. And they're going to have opportunities to learn all of the different things like staking and mining, and all of those things are coming in the future of that platform alone. Nevertheless, we'll introduce you to other things that you can learn from, like how do you buy one of those hashtags? How do you buy a Bitcoin? How do you buy a piece of a Bitcoin? See, most people think you got to buy a whole Bitcoin at 47,000, right? And you don't. You can do $50. You can do $25. You can do anything. The 2 times ago that my kids were up, we set them up with an Exodus wallet, an external wallet, and they bought cryptocurrency for their first time. Laura was so excited about it that she said, here, and this is how little Laura knows. She hands my son-in-law $100 bill, and I said, well, how's he going to get crypto with that, honey? And I said, here, give me that. And he gave me that, and I transferred him $100 worth of Bitcoin. That's awesome. So that's kind of the learning process here, kind of the fun. Now there is Bitcoin ATMs. You could go put $100 bill in there and get yourself some Bitcoin.
Right.
But anyways, we taught them that. They bought Shiba Inu, which they've been doing real good with. They bought Bitcoin, which they've been doing pretty good with. And now for the last few months, now they're even mining out of their house with a hotspot. So there's just so many different things in this space that are so simple that if you just take it one bite at a time, with all that we've said here today, I believe one of the simplest bites that somebody could take is be a part of the Nexus IO community, just to be around great people, for one, even if you didn't invest.
And they're fun.
I mean, that's the truth. You can just go hang out and learn if you paid attention, right? 2 is to dip your toe and have somebody walk you through the entire process of what it takes, and they'll never get frustrated with you. They'll say, hey, I'm here to help you. And then you'll have people in the community to help you as well. And nobody makes money off of any individual, as Andrea said so clearly, that we make money as a collaborative, because the more people that buy into the process, buy into the tokens, the higher the token goes up, and the more liquidity, the more all of those things, the more supply and demand, all of those things that happen. So this went a lot longer than I was expecting it to, but that's awesome. I think we'll do a lot of this. And I don't know if it's going to be night. I don't know if it's going to be day, because I got businesses. Andrea's got work to do and businesses to build. But, but anybody that I get on here, we'll try to do some announcing on some of it, but it's going to be for your benefit of learning. And we're not going to ever try to do nothing but add value into your life through what we call the decentralized cryptocurrency space as much as we possibly can.
And it's fun.
And build a community here too,
It's fun. Yeah, absolutely. Have fun.
So subscribe and hit the bell and all of those things that I hear them say on YouTube. I don't even know what you're supposed to say, but I think
down below so they get notifications.
Yeah, then when we're jumping on here. And you guys want to know what's really funny is Andrea knew she was coming on here 5 minutes before, because I'm kind of tricky like that. I wanted her to just have her heart.
I just know for me the markets are low, so I'm over here buying.
buy. Isn't that what it is? And what a great time to buy into, because we have a new program, a new product launch, 2 product launches actually coming up on the Nexus program that you can learn about. I don't even need to tell you about them. You can learn about and get involved. And I haven't shared something in 25 years that I haven't made money off of people on. Okay. So I've wrote a book on network marketing, cutting through the BS for the love of network marketing. I wrote that book a year ago, and we launched it a year ago, basically.
And I don't have it next to me to show you, because that's my book of the day.
Of course, the author should have one, and I have some back here on the shelf, that's for sure. Or a couple.
I'm reading mine today, so it's in the other room.
There's been 1 or 2 people that have actually read it.
I've read it.
That was funny anyway.
But I'm reading it for a second time now.
But here's the funny thing is I love network marketing, but I'm getting out of the industry to the best of my ability. I think it's now online marketing. If you're a good online marketer, then you're a good network marketer, and that's all good, and that's all fun, and that's all wonderful. But what I've decided is, because the cryptocurrency space is so fun, that I want to do everything in my power to make passive residual income through the different ways in the cryptocurrency space. In online marketing stores, I now am the proud owner of 2 stores, online marketing, and so trying to go passive to where I can teach other people how to go passive. And guess what? I'm no expert at it, but so far in my career, I can honestly say that we've done nothing but progress financially, and progress in other ways to invest, and progress as a community and as friends. And Andrea, with that, on Nexus and somebody getting started and saving on all the mistakes that we had to work through.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. Just go for it. YouTube, Google has answers, but don't be afraid. It's all there for you with this.
Just get on there and have some fun.
Yeah, and if you're stuck, click the help. They're there. Yep.
That's the beauty of it. And guess what? You're not giving a referral code. You're not giving a referral name. You're getting on the Nexus IO, and you're going to help.truebadger.io, right?
Yep.
help.truebadger.io, and you're getting involved, and you're putting a couple $100 into your own tokens, and you're starting to learn the space. On there, they'll also onboard you to the places that you can go to learn. And if you got on there from here, let me know, because we do have a True Badger information page that we'd love to have you on, and because we're building a community so that the community explodes and a whole bunch of new people come into the space. That's my goal anyway. I don't even know if that's the owner's goal, but he's sure got a platform to do it.
Yeah.
But my goal is if I can expand this space and I can bless people how I've wanted to bless people in network marketing all these years, but you can't make people make phone calls to recruit. Here, nobody has to recruit nobody, but we can share what we're doing and the money that we're making, and let you get involved, and not one person makes one penny off of you besides your own investment, as Andrea said so well. Andrea, I know I did most of the talking, but I sure appreciate your agreement with me and coming on here with me.
You're so welcome. One thing, make sure everybody downloads the Martian Escape game.
Martian Escape game. Yes, do that. And then post and post on Twitter if you get on the high scoreboard. I'd be too embarrassed to post anything yet. But the more we play that too, when these NFTs come out, you'll understand, and you'll be able to profit off of it all on your own, without anybody else being involved in that. I have no ownership in this. Andrea, do you have any ownership in this?
None.
Wait. Yes, we do.
Investment.
It's a DAO. We all own it. It's a DAO. Look up DAO, folks. It's the owners of the tokens own it. And so that's pretty cool that if you have $100 in the program, that you have a say so and that you're a part of the community to watch that program grow. That's pretty cool.
And that is cool. And it's our own investment.
Yeah, it's ours.
We're playing with our own.
How cool is that?
That's the best part.
You know, if anybody wants to, we're going to be talking about another program on thomaspdubois.com in 15 minutes. We're going to be jumping on and doing a little team call, but it has nothing to do with what we've been talking about now. But you can come on and say hello. We don't mind. We don't mind inviting everybody to everything. So second day that we've done this now, and we're going to just keep going and having some fun with it. Andrea, Mark, thank you for all of your help. Thank you for coming on here and let me surprise you. But you'll be hearing more from
You'll be
hearing more from them soon.
Thanks for everything you do for us. Thanks for surprising me on this. But we appreciate you so much, Thomas. Thanks for having us on.
Yes.
All right. Everybody tell everybody jump on this YouTube channel, hit like, all that stuff. We'll get a big community. We'll have a lot of fun.
Jump on, guys.